Me today. Happy full moon. Today, in particular, it is a special full moon because it's the last full moon of the year. And I don't know about you, but this has been a very big year for me. And I must say that I'm super excited to start the new year. And most importantly, really excited to start visioning what I wish to birth in the new year. And that is also my invitation for you as we gather on this online virtual space and together start visioning how we wish to birth this new year. This is also a special time for the dervishes, for the ones who worship whirling dance as a way to connect to the divine. And so, in the Sufism culture, death is the greatest wedding night. And so they really see death as the greatest communion with the divine. And so on Tuesday, we celebrate the passing of Jalaluddin Rumi, the great Sufi poet and the creator of the Mavlana Sufi whirling tradition. And so I will be bringing his poetry also into this ritual. But before that, I want to invite you all to take a moment and roll your shoulders back a few times just to relax into the space. Taking deep breaths, find a comfortable seating position and roll your shoulders back to front. Deep inhalations and exhalations and relax. Now I invite you to bring your arms over your head and exhale, bringing your energy, your mind, your body into the sacred space. Inhale and exhale. And I invite you to bring your left hand underneath your heart and the right hand over. And you're going to bring your hands into Jana Mudra. So in Indian dance, this is called, oh, I forgot the name. Anyway, this is the head of the swan in Indian dance. Oh, I completely forgot the name. I'm having a blackout. I guess it's because it's early morning. And here in yoga, it's Jana Mudra. And so in Indian dance, we have this mudra, this dance mudra, or dance motion, and that is bringing our mind, the spirit from above into the heart. So the past, the present, the future. So it's actually, let me bring myself like that so you can see me better. So it actually, in dance, we do it like this. Inhale and exhale. And I've incorporated this mudra also into my yoga and ritual practices because I think it is just a great moment for us to, at any moment, relax and bring ourselves into our center, into the heart. And so that is how I wish to initiate our ritual today, is bringing ourselves into the heart. Bring your hands in namaste and bow to yourself in reverence, thanking all the elements that are here with us today and all the directions, and thanking Mother Moon for gracing us with her luminous energy, her vibrant wisdom. It is always wonderful to commune with Great Mother Moon. And at this point, at least in Portugal, we probably won't see her, but she's at her full lunation right now from 9:30 to 10:30. She's right now in her full lunation. I know Gogo, probably where you are, she's high in the sky, so you probably can feel her. Um, and so that's why I thought it would be really auspicious to start this ritual at her great highest point. And so I'm going to invite you to, if you have, light a candle. And if not, you can just light the candle within your heart, visualize the candle within your heart, and feel the light illuminating your being, illuminating your awareness, illuminating your subconscious mind, your energy body. Fire is such an amazing element, and also a symbol for us to meditate upon and invoke its purification, its illumination, and that single focus guidance. Mm. And to begin this ritual, before I go into sharing a bit of the womb of wisdom, I thought I would start this ritual with some Rumi poetry. Um, and I like to use the book as an oracle. So what I do is that I place my hand on the book and I open myself to the intention. So I'm going to bring the intention to our circle, to all of you, to you ladies who are here today. Thank you for being present. And so I pull this Rumi divination poetry for to grace our ritual today. And ask Rumi, what is the word, what are the wisdom, what is the wisdom poetry you have for us today? Hmm. Okay. The purpose of emotion. The purpose of emotion. It seems more like a story and yet also poetry. In honor of our great Rumi, I shall read his wisdom. A certain Sufi tore his robe in grief, and the tearing brought such relief he gave the robe the name Faraji, which means ripped open, or happiness, or one who brings the joy of being opened. It comes from the stem Faraj, which also refers to the genitals, the male and the female. His teacher understood the purity of action, while others just saw the raged appearance. If you want peace and purity, tear away the coverings. This is the purpose of emotion, to let a streaming beauty flow through you. Call it spirit, elixir, or the original agreement between yourself and God. Opening into that gives peace, a song of being empty and pure silence. The ground's generosity takes in our compost and grows beauty. Try to be more like the ground. Give back better, as rough clods return an ear of corn, a tassel, a barley, a one, this sleek handful of oats. So going back to the first excerpt, the mudra that we did really invites us to come into empty presence. And so what Rumi is saying here, they normally dance with robes, and that it reminded me of a moment when the first time I ever participated in a Sufi ritual, I had something covering my shoulders, like it wasn't a robe, but it was like a how do you say, like a shawl. I had a shawl covering, and I remember that I started whirling, and it was the first time that it was a very ecstatic moment because I was in a room, we were like maybe 100 people whirling, and it was in Israel. So it was in Israel, and it was in a Jewish darga, a Jewish, not a darga, a Jewish synagogue. So it was in a synagogue, and it was a Sufi ritual. So it was pretty underground, and there was a sheikh from Istanbul there. And also, one of my favorite musicians was playing music was Hushai Bensur, who actually married a Muslim woman from India. And so it was a very ecstatic moment for me because number one, I was finally Sufi whirling in a group of like 100 people, and everyone was very dressed very traditionally, and I was just with a white whatever I had at the time, white skirt, white top, and I didn't really have anything like a white robe, so I covered myself with a shawl. And so we had a very traditional setting, and everyone started whirling, and they were playing like one of my favorite music. And at one moment, I started whirling and whirling, and I completely let go. And at one point, I just took my shawl off, and I was like, I just can't have anything bothering me now. And it was really like tearing away all the masks, like I really felt like all my masks are shuttering down. I'm just giving everything to Mother Earth and to the skies and letting go. And actually, what I did was not traditional at all because, in that kind of religious, well, not, I don't like to call it religious, but, conservative, ritualistic scenario, it's really good to have yourself all covered. But I was just ecstatic. And I just took off my robe and I let myself commune with the divine. And um, and so this is really what Rumi is sharing in this section of the poetry, which is if you want peace and purity, tear away all the coverings. This is the purpose of emotion, to let a streaming beauty flow through you. Call it spirit, elixir, or the original agreement between yourself and God. Opening to that gives peace, a song of being empty and pure silence. J. Rumi. Um, and with all honesty and transparency, due to so much of what I lived this year, I've been far away from the whirling meditation practice. And that is one of my prayers for this new year to come, is to really get back into these ritual dances that make me so happy. And so um, I've organized tomorrow for the first time in years a gathering of Sufi whirling music and dance. And I'm going to be very vulnerable. I'm going to tell people that I haven't been practicing, and so the reason why I called in this gathering is to really come back into the practice, but into ritual community. And that is also the reason why I called in this full moon circle, is because that is really my intention for this new year, is to bring more ritual and to reach more sisters and brothers in a heart open space. And so I'd love to invite you. What is that one thing that you would love to call in for yourself for this new year, knowing that it will be magnified with this full moon? Full moon is all about magnifying and magnetizing our intentions. And so I'd love to invite you, if you would like to share, what is it that, bring it into the space, like what is it that you want to amplify and magnetize for this new year, and have this full moon lunation support you on that prayer. Would you like to share?
I'm taking a class for flourishing finances, and it's from my Toltec teacher, dream planning teacher. That's why I took it, because we're using spiritual practices. And so, in the course of it, I realized that in the past, in my dream planning, because that's what we use, I was aiming too low. And so what it is now is about me expanding to a an abundance that is so great. I'm just able to give and give to many, many, many people. That's what I'm aiming for. I don't know how it'll happen, what, but I realize I can't achieve great if I'm not goal that way, if I'm not seeing it happening, if I'm not calling it down. So that's what I'm calling for 2025. Thank you.
Witnessing you, and may, the fact that you've just verbalized it into the sphere, you're casting the spell, and believe in magic. Believe in the magic. It will manifest because you're already putting it out there into the field, and that is the most precious thing. The first thing the gods gave us was the word, the power of language. And so the power of language has the magic to um, become the reality. The more we verbalize it, the more it become a reality. And so just open to the magic, and things will start, your dream will start manifesting magically. It will start manifesting magically through many different ways. So bring it out more, like mantra, the mantra, the power of word. The more we repeat it, the more it becomes a reality. And that's what mantra teaches us. The more we repeat these certain kind of sacred syllabus, these sacred words, the more we repeat it to the self, it starts living from within, and then it starts manifesting from without. And that is one of the most powerful things I've learned through my spiritual traditions, is the moment we start living from the within, like from within, it will start, our reality will be a reflection of what's happening from within. So believe in the magic, and I pray that that manifests for you. I pray, no, I see it happening already. I see it happening.
And actually, it in a way, because this event is timed in, it's that a lot of things have been coming to me like that that are adding to the energy.
That's great. That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. And Azadeh, would you like to share where are you calling from?
Yeah, hello, hello, dear souls. Hello, Tara. I have been to your Mudra class, I think 2 years ago. And I love to dance, but I had also a very hard time behind, and I wish to find myself again, back to myself, and to my helpful praxis, which had helped me all my life, but on one point I lost all my hope, and yeah, now it's a kind of new birth, or renewing the hope, and find my body again, back to my body, and yeah, I'm looking for my pieces of mine, to bring them back, and find myself again, not perfect but whole.
Nice to see you, Azadeh. Please tell me, how do I pronounce your word like perfectly?
Uh, Azade.
Azadeh. Azadeh, it's so nice to see you again. Actually, now I remember. It all came back now. It's nice to finally see you after so
Yeah,
long. Thank you so much for being here today. I really
thank you.
appreciate it so much, Thank you. It actually made me feel a little bit emotional. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm sending you so much love. And Yeah, and whatever I can do to help support you, for you to come back into your body, into the practice of self-love, I'm here. I can support you however I can. I know we've been in touch before in the past, and I mean, this year was really an off year for me. I went through some really, really deep rites of passages. And so I feel like I'm finally coming back into a space within where I can serve others from a space of fullness, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll be here to support you in furthering your self-love journey and bringing you back into, ritual and poetry and dance. And so, yeah, I'm definitely, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, thank you. Let's take a deep breath in, and I invite you, um, dearest beloveds, to take a moment and bring your hands into the heart in Anjali Mudra. This is called Anjali Mudra. And I invite you to bring these two fingers really pressing the center of your heart, you know? And as we press the center of the heart, we're really activating the heart channel, the Hridaya. And I invite you to close your eyes, bringing yourself into empty presence, and visualize the intentions that you have verbalized now into our ritual virtual space. I want you to see them happening for yourself. And I want you to see them happening surrounded by a golden light, beautiful golden silver light, let's say, being illuminated by this full moon. Visualize it. Visualize it protected, rooted, and most of all, healthy. May the prosperity and abundance and self love be grounded and rooted and protected. And coming from the heart, always from the heart. And see this beautiful golden silver light pervading your prayer and pervading your body from the roots up. So, coming from the center of Mother Earth through your feet, through your legs, invading your womb space, activating that primordial wisdom, that gut knowing, the wealth of the woman which resides in the womb. Feel that gold and silver light pervading your wisdom body, giving it health and vitality. And see it rising all the way into all the organs of the body, up into the heart, pervading the heart space, filling the heart with vitality and health. And the lungs, the kidneys, the liver, the pancreas, the gut, feel it all being illuminated with vitality and health. Feel the blood vessels, the blood cells. See it all. See how your body is from within, and see and be pervaded by this wonderful golden silver light. And see it traveling all the way into the shoulders, into the arms, into the hands, into our mudra, activating the mudra, activating the energy of the mudra, the heart mudra. See it going all the way into the throat, activating the throat. So we may be speaking our truth at all times, living from a place of truth, and not being afraid to speak our truth and speak our prayers and speak our intentions. May it always be pervaded by this gold silver light. Feel that illumination traveling to the mouth, relaxing your jaw muscles and your tongue. Seeing that beautiful light traveling to your eyes, may we always see from that deep inner vision, pervading our eyesight with health and vitality. And see it going into our third eye, where resides our subconscious self, as well as traveling now into the brain, the most advanced computer system on the planet. The brain, see that golden light, golden silver light pervading our brain. For me, it is one of the most important organs of our human body, the brain. See the brain being illuminated with love and vitality and health, giving us all that magnetic vitality, vital wisdom, and function. Let's see our brain functioning properly, all the electric systems functioning properly. Let's visualize our brain in its highest performance, going all the way down into the back of the neck. And in the yogic point of view, they say that the subconscious mind actually resides between the base of the skull, the base of the brain, into the neck, into the start of our spine. So that section there between the brain and the spine, that is where the subconscious mind resides. And that's why we practice yoga, culturing the spine so that we may activate the subconscious mind, because that's where our truth lies. And dance is also one of those vehicles. And I invite you, dear ones, to see this gold and silver light pervading the entire body and going into the energy body, into the subtle body, into the mental body, into the etherical body, to all the 7 bodies. See it pervading, illuminating, bringing us closer into the divine realms. And know that at any moment, whenever you feel in distress, whenever a feeling of anxiety, of sadness, of fear, of lack, if any time that moment pervades you, that feeling invades you, bring your hands into the heart and visualize this gold and silver light pervading you, reminding you that you are divine, that you are part of the divine cosmology. Take a deep breath and feel the connection of Father Sky and Mother Earth. Feel that vertical line going from above all the way through your body, touching the heart and going all the way into the center of Mother Earth. And feel that energy pervading you, that light pervading you, and most importantly, the love pervading you. And I invite us together to send this loving energy out into the field of all our relations, our families, our friends, our sisters, our colleagues, our work colleagues, everyone who we work with, who we commune with, into humanity, into all the children, to all the animals, Mother Nature. Let's send this prayer for peace, for harmony. May we all wake up into tending to Mother Earth and to tending to our fellow humans from a place of love and illumination, compassion and empathy, but yet rooted and grounded and centered and connected to Source from a place of fullness. Because the more we activate that awareness within us, we will illuminate it into the world, and slowly, one by one, we will be changing the world around us. It all starts from within. See that prayer going out into the field, into the earth, into the planet, into the cosmos. Vibrating and illuminating. We pray and we pray and I pray, we all pray that this full moon may magnetize this intention. And so it is done, and so it is done, and so it is done, in the name of the One. Jai Ma. Rub your hands together. Rub them, rub them. Bring them over your eyes. Open your eyes. And now slowly bring yourself into the space. Yes. Open your eyes, open your hands, bring the hands out, make a big bowl as this full moon, bring it up and have the full moon wash you. Full moon energy wash you. Ooh. Bring the full moon illumination over your body. One more time. Bring your hand below in the Jhana Mudra Hamsasya. I remember the name. The mudra name is Hamsasya. Hand over into the Hamsasya Mudra. Thank you so much, sisters, for being here. It's a powerful time on the planet right now. And the more we ritualize and connect with the elements, with the directions and with the lunations, the moon, the more we alchemize our prayers and our intentions and our dreams. So this is the purpose of ritual, and this is the purpose of communing with the full moon and the new moon, and being aware of like what the cosmology is teaching us. And I also wanted to read the Vedic point of view of this full moon. As you know, the Vedic Vedanta point of view is ancient astrology, and it is around the moon calendar. So here, according to my friend Ananda Shri, one of the good things about this full moon is that we are coming out of the Mercury retrograde, and so that is a really good thing. And so that means that communications, the channels of understanding and connection are going to be flowing more clear now that we've come out of this Mercury retrograde, which is actually affects a lot of technology and communication, connection and understanding channels. Within the Vedic point of view, we are in the Mrgashira Nakshatra, so it's in the searching star constellation, and it's symbolized by a deep pursuit of love, security, and freedom. So that also connects a lot with your intention, Gogo, of having that financial security and prosperity. So this is a great lunation to really bring that prayer into fruition. And it is also it also has the influence of the planet Jupiter. Apparently, in the moon is blessed by the Jupiter planet, so there is a connection happening there, and this is brings a lot of expansiveness into the field when we have Jupiter. And it is also within the festivity realm, it is called the Annapurna Jayanti. And so this is connected with the moon and Jupiter planets being in conjunction in the sky. So they are dancing together in the sky. So the mythology is called Annapurna Jayanti. So it is the appearance of the victory of the one who is full of good. So Annapurna is the goddess, and she brings a lot of goodwill to people. And that is the symbology of the influence of prosperity and magnifying our intentions. So there's a whole story behind it, which I'll share on my Facebook group. So it's Annapurna Jayanti, the goddess who bestows blessings on our visions. So that is the mythology. I love mythology because not only are the stories so wonderful and beautiful, but also they bring a lot of beauty into what the cosmos are telling us. So the dance of Jupiter and Moon is called Annapurna Jayanti, the goddess who bestows good fortune on all of our wishes. And so with that, we shall end our ritual ceremony. Is there anything else you would like to bring into the field, Gogo, for example?
Oh no, this is good. And I want to thank you for this. This is really a good ritual and a good way to end and begin in one year and beginning a new year.
Yes. So we're planting our seeds for the new year, and it begins. Oh, let me see. So we're planting the seeds for our new year, and it begins for me with this last full moon of the year. And also I would like to share with you the invitation. I am offering a solstice meditation also. So on winter solstice, the 21st of December, I will be sharing a ritual meditation. It will be happening at 12 p.m. Lisbon time. And we'll be going deeper in the turn of the wheel. And so it's super important for us to celebrate in ritual ceremony and embodiment practices the turn of the wheel. And this will be a prelude to the winter offering that will be my first, offering that I've done in like so long. So it's called Winter Whispers, and it'll be a 5-week online immersion where we will be working with each direction and also working with the Queen of the Night. So working with the goddess of the winter goddess. And so on this Winter Whispers, it will be a time for us to do, to go curl inward to find our inner light. So through the practice of ritual and alchemy, Tantra yoga, sacred dance, and meditation, we will be using these winter months to alchemize the dark nights into light within. And so that is my invitation for you. We'll be starting on January 13th. It'll be every Mondays from 7 p.m. It'll be an hour and a half, more or less. So we will be practicing all of these elements. And so I'll be sending more information out on that. Or I believe I already, all the recordings will go up on my Patreon channel. So I believe if you would like to join my Winter Whispers immersion, you can already purchase it directly on my Patreon channel. It's already there under the collections on my Patreon channel. And then all the recordings will go there. And it'll be also a way for us to create community and share whatever is coming up for us. So that will start on January 13 and it will go for 5 weeks. And yeah, so that is my intention for 2025 is to help spread the light and invoke the light within all of us. So sisters, thank you so much for being here today. I really so appreciate your loving support through all these years. Thank you so much. I wish you a beautiful rest of the night, Gogo. Have a beautiful night wherever you are. Oh, I know you are in Alaska. Have a beautiful night where you are. And Azde, I believe you are in Germany, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so have a beautiful full moon day. And one thing I'd like to invite you to do is tonight go out and sit under the full moon and just allow her to shine on you, okay? To shine on you. Allow her to shine on you and bring yourself into empty presence and empty yourself and just allow the full moon to communicate any wisdom to you. Okay? So this is a beautiful ritual that we can do on the full moon. Is just to empty our vessel under her light and allow her to speak with you. Okay? So that is my invitation for you. Have a beautiful rest of the night and a beautiful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.